This is a preview of my new music festival channel. There are 5 new videos there right now as a Coachella special, and I'll leave the channel linked below in the description box if you want to check it out. Hiyo, it's me, Io. Welcome back to Festalgia, the channel about festivals of the past, present, and future. So BJORK is bringing her orchestral show to Coachella this year. One of the songs I'm most looking forward to is the song Come to Me. It's from her debut album. I thought it'd be fun to kind of take a look at the difference between the orchestral version and the various live versions she's done over the years. So let's get started. BJORK's debut was released the day after American Independence Day in 1993, and Debut is one of her most underrated albums. Even she doesn't appreciate how great it is. And marketing of the album introduced BJORK as kind of like a lovable sprite. Okay, and spiky too. Our BJORK is a complicated lady, and Debut does an astonishing job at establishing the BJORK mythology. Lead single Human Behavior shows a childlike curiosity and a strangely adorable mistrust of her fellow humans. But BJORK is a Scorpio. I know everyone's scared of a Scorpio, and as a fellow Scorpion, we're complex people. Venus as a boy and big-time sensuality show the side of her Scorpio nature that everyone thinks of when they think of a Scorpio, the sexual side. And these songs illustrate a sexuality that's never typical, quirky, and unexpected. But with Debut, she writes one of her first of what I would like to call her BJORK in love songs, Come to Me. Nestled in on the second, more introverted side of Debut, the lyrics are some of her most direct and pretty much everything you'd want the object of your affection to say to you. I know I would. She brings you in on the secrets of the deep, and it's warm and loving. You don't have to explain. She understands you. And you can tell she must still feel a connection to the song because she's made many live versions of it despite it never being released as a single. The album version has a simple arrangement and there's lots of space, so it leaves lots of room for experimentation. The last couple years she's been touring Orkestral. It's sort of what Taylor Swift is doing with Eras, but with an orchestra. But that would not be the first time she's done this, and Come to Me is one of the first songs she orchestralified. She has played a lot with the arrangement over the years. Orchestral almost feels stiff in comparison. Come to me, I'll take care of you. For example, the earliest televised version was on 120 minutes. Its tribal rhythms are polyrhythmic, making it almost feel like it's in a different time signature. Its upright bass adding a jazz feeling to the arrangement. Come to me, I'll take care of you. She develops this a little further on this Norwegian TV appearance, keeping that slight tribal feel, but adding other electronic elements. You're exhausted. Come lie down. You can tell that she got used to this polyrhythmic feeling because she sort of keeps it going on the arrangement she did for her Homogenic tour. It's the same rhythmic patterns as the tribal versions, just with different percussion. And Orkestral is far from the first time she invites an orchestra. The violins in the album version, they have kind of a sampled type of vibe to them. They have a far away, haunting kind of vibe to them. This is the point where I got two surprises about Come to Me. Not only are the strings not sampled in the original, but also I and lots of fans, we have thought that this song is about a romantic love, or at least I suspected it might be a maternal love to her child. But it's not that either. According to this quote, Come to Me was written to two friends of mine that I felt like protecting, so I wanted the song to feel like a velvet blanket wrapped around them. Talvin Singh took this song and Venus as a Boy to Bombay and was a musical director at a recording of a string arrangement by Suraj Said. We were doing this all very low budget, so we couldn't afford to go ourselves. Talvin returned with a DAT cassette and our minds were absolutely blown. So that's why I thought it sounded like a sample, because they basically created their own sample. And wow, how things would change. She would have plenty of access to an orchestra in just a short time. But appropriately for the homogenic tour, she cleaned up the arrangement so it's all strings and big beats, less clutter. Very much like the arrangements of Hunter, Bachelorette, and Joga. And a lot of people have mentioned that the orchestral versions show her voice is no longer at its peak. There's definitely been a debate of her misusing her voice over the years. I mean, it's possible, but even if it is true, I don't think it's fair. I'm just glad she's still making music. But I think it's more that the voice is a very delicate instrument. A guitar or a synthesizer is never going to sound different because it's hungry or tired or having a bad day. And a little bit of evidence that this is true is that this version she did for her Volnacura tour, a tour pretty late in her career, and it's pretty much my favorite version of Come to Me. It leans heavier into trip-hop elements, and it starts off with a more staccato string section. Lots of amazing atmospherics. Come to me. And her voice sounds great here. And I love her timing as she weaves in and out between the FX and the electronic textures. I feel like this version really illustrates how electronic music can have a lot of emotion. It really highlights the songwriting with the tension and the release between the chorus. You know that I adore you. And the post-chorus. So don't make me say it would burst the purple. This is the kind of orchestral version I'd love to see at Coachella. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. So what song are you most interested in seeing interpreted live in orchestral version? Let me know. I'm curious. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo. I'm coming, BJORK. See you at Coachella.